Hello, everyone. How's it going? Here we are, still some more Shiji Hero Legend, but the finale draws near, actually. We got to the final boss, but the final boss kicked my butt, which I partly had a feeling because I was kind of rushing through the end game a bit and thought it was going fine, but then boss hit with the surprise second phase and was just kind of a bit of a battle of attrition, and just figured, instead of just making attempts, which besides it was late, but also just make it easier to just grind for a little while, just kind of have some buffer. And how's it going, Jim? So let's get to it. Might be grinding for a while, who knows? Let's see how fast it goes. Maybe I'll just go for overkill, maybe not. And yes, soup, even though just got some noodles and salmon right now in the Philly sub. I did save here. Oh, we'll just gain some levels. Go for the overkill. And maybe look for better items, potentially, to sell. Might as well. So at least I could go back from here. Maybe able to get better equipment from behind enough level. Let's defend. I'm not sure if the levels will make a huge difference, besides like more MP and HP and stuff. I'm hoping more speed. That would help. This might be the strongest sword I could get. So, let's see how things go. Maybe get some supplies and sell stuff. Oh, maybe we could just sell things right now. And there was that shop in the fairyland. Yeah, we could start grinding. Yeah, like maybe get some more sage elixirs or something. Well, I'm not gonna really need these anymore, will I? Yeah, just to make sure I get maybe extra. Maybe 21,000. Alright. I'll go overkill with the supplies. These ones. No. Right, 7,000, I guess. So stingy. Maybe 6,700. Yeah, at least I'm getting money. Probably not gonna sell everything because I'm lazy about it, but you know, like some of these, like the jewels. For this one, probably 2,500. Yeah, that's probably the max I'd get for it. Me, I'm okay in the rest. So I'm thinking, okay, let's first off, case of freezing, let's start save right now because I feel like it might crash once because my computer's been weird lately. If I just kind of switch things around. So as a heads up. Second, okay, during the training montage, I'll just run away a lot to get half EXP, but if there's an encounter with a good yield, even with the half, I'll probably go double. And just as in fight like normal. Like that with this one, for instance, that's just going to be 680. I know how to math. Like, say if I get like 1,000 EXP, then and so just doing the normal battle will give me 2,000. That's a maybe. 1,200. So we'll see how the leveling goes. Maybe look around for more treasures. And then go to the right side. And I looked at the guy that was something about a ring. Maybe that's the secret to the OP-ness. Okay, like that one I should do regular battle of unless it's going to be too painful. But then we'll learn. Alright. It goes okay. Final boss kicked my butt, so we're grinding. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, maybe sure. So we'll just try to go for overkill, especially since the EXP gains are pretty good. So why not? Steel Stars was fun. I had a good time with it when I played it. It didn't have much staying power in my head, but my experience with during streaming it was fine. It's just kind of weird in that sense of, I mean staying power as in I think about the game or just have some emotional resonance within. Even if it's games I enjoy, but it just kind of feels like a one and done thing. I don't feel like going back to. And it don't mean as that the game is bad in the end, it just feels like, eh, it had its moment, I had a good time with it, then moved on. And soundtrack is pretty good as well. And Garl's best boy. Yeah, maybe this group. Yeah, well, probably level. But this group is normal. So we'll just go near the panda, then we'll just go back and forth grinding. When I'm ready, we just go right there. Okay, this is what I like. So let's see if I could just be able to hurt him in 2 shots. Good. Mm. Okay, never mind. They're annoying and dangerous. Be patient. Should have, should have used the smoke bomb. It's like I keep forgetting I got that in this game. And they're all faster, so that's the thing. It's like, maybe it's not gonna make a huge difference with the levels, but at least I want to get good speed. Because the problems is the final boss is fast, so if I could at least get Heian to high enough speed, I could be able to probably do something about things. All my revivers are dead, so it's like... Yeah, let's just restart. Instead of going back and forth, I'll take the loss. If it could be faster, if some characters can be faster than the boss, that will be the helpful part. Ideally, Lin and especially Heian. At least I could use Lin initially and just kind of spam heals in the beginning. Switching windows, I'm hoping for no crash. Good. Don't be greedy, me. So maybe the two generals, maybe that'll help. Nick, the two of these guys probably. Guard. You're dangerous. Soup indeed. And here. Still doing some star rail grinding. Let's do this. Burno and Tsunami. Boom. I don't care. More HP than expected. Shit. Okay, maybe don't fight them either. Come on, Belkis, guys. Hey, so can't really fight the regular enemies, they kick my ass, so maybe that just really indicates I'm under level. Or, you know, difficulty spike. Okay, I don't get EXP from that. Alright. See this? He's a good bean. I want to go down the stairs while eating. Thought my guys were closer to level ups. There we go. I think you need like 2 levels beforehand. Before the final boss. Maybe like somewhere between 35 to 40. And we'll go good with everyone else. Don't know exactly where I'm going, but we're going somewhere. Fair. Some of the writing was fun. Yeah, it's going. Welcome to the training montage. Just trying to remember how I got to near the panda, and we could just kind of grind from there. Jinx is gonna be useless in the final boss. I wish I had him around, at least it would have been a good meat shield. Extra muscle. Since a lot of my guys are low HP, or have weak armor. Get that MP level up. We're really, really lost, and we'll just stealth. I'm gonna let the encounters happen because, training. Thank goodness for old man just giving us easy EXP. Get the agility increase. So during the boss rush, everyone gains 2 levels. So you gotta go beyond that. Let's say there's like 30,000 to next level. If I get that constant 1,000 EXP wins, that's still pretty good. Still not that many battles. Well, I mean, it's still a lot, but, One moment, guys. One minute, guys. Okay, yeah, just Dad needed me for stuff. So ask something. Yeah, it seems like the town's gonna just change out some water filters or some systems, so maybe temporarily it's gonna be a little risky to drink in there. Not sure. Maybe just buy a few packs of little water bottles for a few weeks. Or lots of boiling. Yeah, actually, I don't remember exactly. Okay, this is where we started. I think it's just a fair lot of backing down. Yep, deformed. Couldn't beat the boss yesterday, so gotta grind it out. Tonight or tomorrow I should do more of the archipelagos, just not much I could do in my end. How's it going? Oh, fair. Forgot. Yeah, it is hot here, but just abusing the air conditionings and the fan. It does go higher, but it's either that versus comfort. And he leveled up. Yeah, maybe this is the way. Don't have a good sense of the layout in this because of all the stairs up and down. Yeah. Drinking, alcohol or drinking water. Let's get in this way. Yeah, okay, fair. Yeah, same. Like just one cup of something. That's it. I try not to overdo it. Yes, I assume you're going to be visiting. Yeah, fair. Same. Looks like it might just be us, since it seems like the current Glixie won't make it this year. According to what he was just saying on his streams. And for those wondering, it's like I have 2 trips planned, or at least one trip planned so far. Visiting New York late September. I'll get into more details soonish. And then I'm going to make another trip a few weeks later, and that's probably going to be it for the rest of the year. Unless things happen last minute, or I just decide to attend a weekend event or something. Just making myself go do things, even if anxiety says otherwise. Yeah, they gotta prioritize their life and get their things together. Yeah, it's whatever, I don't have a life. Like, I spent today just kind of doing more retro achievement stuff, because that's just what I've been into the last few weeks. In particular, just kind of in the mood of just playing through shorter games and getting achievements for it and mastering sets. It's like, I spent 3 hours of my day between work sessions and when the work is not available, just playing Silver Surfer NES and 100%ing that with save states. That's what my life came down to. What was I thinking? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stealth. So at least I can get my bearings of what's going on. Yeah, just been kind of in the handheldy mood of just kind of playing through a bunch of shorter games. And like I said, 100% masteries. If I find like the set on retro achievements kind of easy enough for me to just casually save state without stressing too much. So I guess that's just been kind of the motivation for leisure play. No real long-term games or anything like that. I've barely made progress in Donkey Kong Bonanza, for instance. Just stuff I could beat like within like 1 to 4 hours or something. So very arcadey little shmups, platformers, things like that. I'm just kind of breezing through with cheats. I'm gonna deny that. Okay, I think this is it. And safety save state. Yeah, okay, no, not this one, no. Yeah. Apparently it's the same day as DQ 1 and 2. And I think shortly after Pokemon ZA. Yeah, more of these are going to be good. And yeah, Silly got got a remaster announcement. Not with 2 for some reason, but DQ 1 and Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD. I got Kakarot on sale, but never played it myself. You must determine if it's a JRPG or not. For Krasen's JRPG tour deformed. Do it for him. Yeah, so this fall it's going to be Sky Remake, Tactics Remaster, which I'm going to be late starting because I'm going to be leaving shortly before the game comes out. Yeah, for 6 days to New York. I'll make a formal announcement on Discord. I'd just rather wait till I get any arrangements for the other trip and just announce both at once. Once I get any more solid dates with Graysons. So we'll see how much progress I make in the SNES before then, because Sky Remake is going to keep me occupied for a bit. Looks like this DQ Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD, Sky Remake, and Tactics in the Fall. Those are the fall stuff. I think that's basically it. Pokemon I usually just play myself, and I don't stream that. I feel like I forgot one or two things. Horizon got pushed to January, so that gives me breathing room. I'm not going anywhere in the holidays because I had a good time when I was in New York in the Christmas and New Year's, but except the foot track effect when I was just checking out the old stores. And that's why I want to go prior to all the holidays. Visit before Halloween starts. Show me stuff again. You're allowed to be XP within 15 minutes. That's not bad. I even did a minor do-over. Yeah, maybe more, but closer to 40. Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah, here. Alright, so I'm gonna grind here. This lets me go to the next area. Assuming there's encounters here, yep. Cool. Mm. Yeah, training montage hype. Yeah, just steadily getting the XP. Wish there was a way to disable the enemy pop-up names. Just go straight to the menu, escape, go straight to the menu, escape. Just want to make it a little bit more of a drag. Yeah, so let's see how levels. Let's just try to level maybe Mr. J to 36 and just try our luck from there. At least it's a very simple grind. It's just probably going to take a while. He's actually level 34 already. Started at 32. Main thing is I want agility. Agility so I can at least heal or just kind of spam stuff prior to boss doing any shenanigans. And increasing defense because I don't think it'll make huge differences otherwise. And if all else, maybe I could just go find someone else to hire for extra buffer or revive. So there's that doctor in the bar and Lu Yang. And I can stealth my way back here. That's no problem. Here, just go a little overkill. So even if the boss is a bit of a struggle, it'll be less of a general struggle. I hope. Give me those. Give me this encounter all the time. That's the good one. Yes, the moment. Jackson. Bean is powering up. Yeah, he's way too slow, otherwise he'd be useful for healing. That's the biggest problem with him. I'm just curious, what's his current MP pool? Let's go for the 999. Pretty exciting stuff. Any moment we'll level some more. Feels like it's been forever since the level, even though it's been minutes. It really depends how much next level's required. A little unconfident because that final boss just really was nasty. Maybe more comfortable with a few more, but we need a better EXP yields. And these enemies are too fast for me to just regularly hunt. Just gotta be patient for now. Maybe we could just try our luck and risk more. When I feel like I could just get, when I feel a little higher level. And level ups. Give me those encounters, please. Those are the best ones. There we go. More HP. Just in case, I'm just save stating here and there in case of any freeze-ups. Because lately, when I have that timer on, just switching the windows sometimes, there's a small chance it just might go derp. Yeah. Mr. J the Dragon leveled up. Yeah, only 17 minutes passed since I last checked the time and got a fair lot of EXP. I don't know if this is going fast or going slow because it feels like I've been at this a lot longer, but it actually hasn't been that long. Because there's so many little encounters. If I just do it until maybe 2 hours in, or I feel satisfied with the levels, like maybe 2 more levels from Mr. J for overkill. Then whatever extra EXP we get from the boss rush. Which guy? And how's it going, name? Center? No, he's just wearing a fancy hat. This is his sage hat. You looking dapper. Like here. See, it's a hat. Welcome to the training montage. Final boss kicked my ass last night. He drowsy, but he's ready to party. Okay, everything okay with your cat? Even though you need to go to the vet. Hope everything's okay. Hmm? The blue feels more dominant. Because of the blue clothes. Okay. All's well. King is not even the final boss. So whatever, to his levels. I hope that tech is not going to kidnap them. Because their cat is so darn popular. Yeah, almost at 24, 44, 44. I gotta see this momentous moment. Yeah, almost an hour and a half until 2,900 hours. 2,700 hours. Oh, I saw it. It's all good. I almost missed it. I wonder if I'm gonna hit 3,000 with the remaining games or not. No way it's gonna be 4,000. Yes, place your bets. Is the remaining games are gonna hit the 300 hours worth. Yeah, you believe in me that much and the rest of the games being super slow? And the rest of my friends leveling. Gotta be a Dragon Guard 3 times a million coming up. Never did finish Dragon Guard 3. I thought it was okay, but I enjoyed it enough. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. You never could, so I have to stream it to avenge you. To avenge your honor. Whatever. No, I don't think that's how it works. Unless you play it for like less than a few minutes digitally and Steam refunds you. Or you just hoard stuff like I do over there. Yeah, isn't that level? Like he needs a level at least, and then should level up any moment. Just gotta be patient. I'm only self-conscious because it's not exciting stream content, but I gotta do it. Here we go. Here we go. Those are the two I want leveled. Alongside Mr. G. Well, I want everyone but Jing level, but still. It took a little longer than I thought. Yeah. Also stretch a little bit while I go to training montage, and I don't want to adjust the camera. So instead, we'll just do this. I'm not actually on break, I'm just standing, so you don't have to see the stomach or anything. Montage. Do, 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 do. YouTube. Yeah, more levels. Wish his agility just has a massive increase. Yeah, I wonder if the MP cap is like 999. You could potentially level cap it next turn. Next level. And if it goes over 1,000, then we'll know, probably. If I get that far. Safety save states. Use of computer tomfoolery. And Dragon Jay still level 35. I'm hoping to at least get like 37 perhaps. And then the extras would be nice. Primarily after the magic boss. Otherwise we gotta chug a bunch of MP items. And that might suck. I should probably make a... just use a new picture or something when I'm in standing mode. Instead of the taking break one now, I'm just thinking about it. I don't really know what kind of picture I would use, so... You have to feel inspired, or it has to come organically. And something SNES related, since this is the SNES challenge. For some reason, the one thing that popped up in my head is DQ. Just doing the stomping of the feet back and forth with the sprites. Maybe I could look for a gif of that. And set up standing mode. Okay, I kind of want to use the bathroom suddenly, so I'm going to take an actual break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'll just still stand a little longer. Continue the training montage. Hour and a half. Let's see how it goes in a half hour. In terms of grinds. I feel like Dragon slash Mr. J should level up soon. Maybe right now, nope. So much EXP. But such is the grinding life. At least it's an easy grind, just the low one. Modern games spoiled me since. And there's no metal slimes. I think. Really never seen. There we go. Level 36. Let's say around 37. Started at 32. And maybe we get one more level during the boss rush. I'm hiding. I need to think of a different graphic for standing mode. I just want to sometimes stand and stretch and play, but I don't want to, adjust the camera and move it higher or something. Because sometimes the setup is a little bit annoying. So I should just come up with a standing mode graphic. Until A, I'm not lazy, and B, I come up with it. I feel inspired for something. That's just how it is. Yeah, I'm thinking something Dragon Quest related, where we just do the stomping back and forth animation. Let's see if there's any good gifts of a Dragon Quest I like. Has to be something SNES related. Or I gotta do it myself. Instead of just sitting around and grinding, I could just, stand around and grind. Big difference. Bam, bam, bam. I'm grinding and trying to text one-handed. So I'm just kind of like holding my phone against my body and just kind of trying to move the controller back and forth while slowly writing a message just to kind of keep myself occupied. Multitasking power. It's save state every few minutes. Being leveled up. Yeah. I can at least join me in the final boss. At least we'll have more muscle. And if things go south, more people on hand. So yeah, I'm feeling one more level. I'm hoping for the best. I could potentially just try to fight the enemies the normal way, but it feels like with all the menuing and potential healing and all that stuff, even with twice the XP, it feels like it's still going to be the same time. It's going to take just going back and forth like normal. Yeah, so maybe Crystal Beans from Dungeon Explorer is going to be later today if I finish this fast. That's on my SNES Mini. I've been having a hard time adding games to it lately, just the connection is just not popping up. That's why you've just been seeing me doing a lot more RetroArch lately. Not strictly because of achievements, I just can't seem to hook the system and add games on it. Like, it's the signal's just not showing up. Yeah, it's not the biggest deal, it's just more like comfort level. I just kind of like playing through the console instead of through PC. Yeah, it's alright. Gets the job done, standard fare. In terms of well, even the different graphical style, the battle layout reminds me a little bit of the Super Shell Monster Story games. Yeah, I've been doing the Retro Pocket Mini. I've been saying earlier that I've just been doing a lot of retro achievement grinds. Well, that's just been my fun lately for leisure games. Just not playing other RPGs. I've just been doing short games like shooters, shmups, little platformers, arcade games, things like that, and just trying to accumulate achievements through very short games. My own fun. It's a lot of save stating because, I'm not hardcore enough. It's supposed to be fun and casual. I feel like I need to prove myself doing things completely legit. A lot to do, but not me. Any moment he and then Lynn should level up. Lynn in particular, I'm just hoping for more agility from her. So she could just kind of always heal first. Yeah, that's what I've been doing the whole time, so it's like encountering these guys the normal way? Hell no. I guess you were just confused what the hell I've been doing for the whole time. Like, it's a kind of a slower but safe grind. In case my computer just likes to freeze up, I'm just save stating it every couple of minutes. Yeah. You're radioactive, girl, Carrie. Then you saw me and you regained your memories, Jim? Yeah, I'll activate sitting mode again. Okay. Sitting mode activate. Have a face again. Here we go. Increase 5, that could be good. And she'll level up any moment, which this will be helpful for the second to last boss. Kind of odd number. It's like, well, it's an even number, but it's like instead of like intervals of 5 or something, or some smaller number gains, like 22 seems kind of random. Like for anything bigger than 10, it would just go usually intervals of 5. In normal circumstances or something. Okay, let's see. Is it go beyond the 999 MP? Yep. He capped out. So I guess that's our MP limit right there. MP's just way too slow to safely use him. Like, he may get one shot before I could be able to do something. That's his biggest drawback. Once Mr. J levels, I'll just get going. Let me see before I forget. Can they use anything else? Improve their defenses. What does it take to be able to wear the dragon armor? Hmm. I think it'd still be useful in the earlier fights. What about the Bean Man? Give myself some gum. I could probably gain the level I need, but I'd just rather have it before the boss rush. In case of any potential extra level. Come on, give me the better ones. Moment. I'll level up any moment now. Any moment. It's taking me nearly a half hour to put the dragon to level. Okay, that should be it. Yep. Alright. Let's just do this in case things just go kaput. Because it's been nervous since yesterday. Alright, now I'm ready. I got up to level 37 instead of fighting at level 34, so that's 3 more levels right there. Plus others just being generally higher. Yep. Good thing it's one of those games that doesn't do that. Otherwise it's not wizardry. Interesting enough, they're just selling sleep gems. Maybe I could get some of those. And I'm just conserving money just in case I need to still resupply or go back. I'm just being really, really precautious. I don't think I need that many Sage Elixirs. Get some of these. About 10 of these. Or 11. Yeah, sure. I gotta look for the save point just for a natural save. In case I need to go back. Yeah, sure. I don't really need it. Okay, I'm looking for the save guy. Where are things? That's the entrance. This might be the shrine. Yeah, there it is. Just out of curiosity. 4,000, I might hit that level? Look, Ian and Zing may be able to level. Ian, yeah, probably not. And if all else, I'll just still gain like another level or so. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go, friends. Now we go into boss rush mode. Yeah, look at that damage. It's one. When the bosses really suck. This one should be no problem. Yeah, the healing's nothing. There's 3 more after this one. I forget 3 or 4 more. Yeah, I think maybe everyone should be able to level once. Yep, take 2 time. Do the boss rush. Spending like an hour and a half grinding. Gained 5 levels. Might be able to level 1 more. Inform Gale. Yeah, might as well power him up. Should be able to take the hit. Nah, then we just block every few turns. Ba-da-bam. Instant damage is good when I get the crits. When I get the crits. Hmm. You leveled up nice. Oh, Ian leveled up as well. Good, good. More the better. Maybe the stats are not gonna make a big difference. I just want to be a little faster than the final boss. Here comes the one I don't like. Things go south. Just in case. The one that I need to spam magics on. At least the Lyn and the Dragon should be able to level up. Let's get the head start. Yeah, this is round 2, or well, technically third time fighting this one. All right, cool. Bill Bean. Just strong enough to survive that now. Just in case. We'll just go full reheal. Overkill, but whatever. No, that's not how it works, Chinook. He's immune to physicals, so we gotta smack him with magics. He's got way too much HP. Get extra sage elixirs, so should be okay. Alright, let's get into the flame thing next turn. At least we're surviving the blue flame and just kind of managing that okay. That's good. That's progress. Come on, die. I don't have to use up the sage elixirs. Alright, just doing the weaker fire. There we go. That was a clean fight. Alright, we got one more level for the final boss. Yeah, there's the red flames, which just does no damage, and the blue flames, which hurt. Ain't even being leveled. I don't need this one. Let us in. Oh, bye, Jing. And we just gotta wait. And wait and wait and wait. So I was like, you could go through now. Don't know why. I'll save state during the start of the final boss. Like, I destroyed the other bosses, but this still is a big difficulty spike. Or maybe we're gonna wreck him. Let's see. Let me set up first. I don't know why, I was just hoping he just targets the middle or something more often. As long as Ian goes first, it should be okay. Ooh. Why are we getting an avatar? I wanted to go first because of this. Yeah, I lost this boss last night, Carrie. Yeah, just like waste time. Move that blink. Way waste MP for that small heal. Yeah, just keep bashing everyone. Shit, sometimes faster. Alright, Bloom Oh, I should really bloomed. Let's at least rush this part in the beginning. Bonk. Oh, nice. At least she goes first more often, so it's just a matter of luck. I hope it doesn't do the thunderclouds. That's the big problem with the move. Other than just bad luck sometimes. Yeah, spam the flames or in the bash. Alright. Just gonna start reflecting. Or is it just sometimes? I don't know why it sometimes reflects, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, Lynn sometimes goes faster, that's good. Actually, this is a risky move, but let's just try the sleep. If it actually works. Oof. I forgot. No effect. Like 1 or 2 more times while we're in okay position. Start probably giving that to him. Shit. Made the wrong move. I derped. Or wrong character was blooming, rather. There was the problem. I derped there. Actually, it'd be okay if he avatars. In case he didn't go first, but okay, it's okay now. I feel like I'm nearing the end of phase 1. Oof. Okay, we'll just melee with the dragon for now. Mr. J the dragon. Any moment now, I hope. Phase 1. It's been slightly conservative. Okay, that's good. Alright, does a lot less damage than I thought it would. I should just continue with this then. And then just see Sage Elixirs. Yeah, might as well. Stay safe. Yeah, healing. He cheated. Wait. Wrong ability. Gotta be careful over that. And you didn't do the... Oh, I don't want to say anything yet. They better not think it. Shit. I thought it, and that's what happened. Hopefully you'll just leave me alone for a bit. It's actually okay. Good. That's what I wanted. No thunderclouds, please. Thunderclouds is the most dangerous move in the slashes. Spam weaker magics. And I don't know why it just reflects sometimes. Well, this face won't have so much HP again. Safety Blooming Ray. So she needs to get the Sage Elixir ASAP. Should have done that first. After she healed. Careful. This should be okay, unless the second phase just has way, way more HP. This phase so long. Hopefully the second half is not as long. At least we're in much better shape this time. Alright. Surprise! Next phase, this is what screwed me over. I want to redo all that. Sage elixir. Ow. It hurt me. Oops. That was a waste. I messed that up. You know what? Just in case, because this is just right in the beginning. I must have canceled and thought I had the Sage Elixir on him. Like, I'm sure I have enough, but, you know. Yeah, I might waste time blinking. Yeah, I'll just dash it a little more. You can make the difference. Yeah, keep getting Mr. J. Leave Lynn alone. Good boy. I just hope this base doesn't have as much HP. But at least the grinding really paid off. Because it's mainly the speed and survivability. Play it safe. Well, if he just does nothing but that, that'll be good. You know, wait, blink, blink. Otherwise, you just evade more. She occasionally gets those crits, which is nice. Hit there for a moment. It's slightly infamous. I was just under leveled, basically. Like, I thought I beat him, then he just threw out a surprise second phase. He was being a jerk about it. This is the phase 2 right now. Which is the same, but he was just basically trolling. Safety bloom ray. Just try throwing sleep gems. She's got that much going on. Alright, can't blink. Let's just do this. We'll just toss this and try our luck. Kinda forgot I bought those. Hey, we slept the final boss. We did it. At least I managed to pull that off once. Don't know why, just being a little conservative. Oh, he woke up. Wasn't very long, but it was just a nice, sweet dream. Nope, no luck this time. Shit. That's the big worry. That cloud attack. Yeah, the one shot. 6 sleep gems on him. Maybe get lucky again. Not he healing though. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Slowly losing control of the fight. Come on, RNG. I'll be doing some build resistance. That would suck. Usually means it's pretty close to dying. With some bosses, at least. When they just start healing. Okay, good. Hopefully there's no surprise phase 3. Sounds like there's only 2 phases. There we go. That's why they had sleep gems in the vendor. Waking up already. Doesn't last long. At least we got a freebie for a bit. Okay, getting a little nervous now. Maybe I should have bought more of those. Ow. He just doesn't like Lynn now. I'm probably gonna switch over to Zang. I think he's just gonna start one-shotting the man. But let's revive him in case if I need a clutch moment. Sleep gem, chuck it. Let's check it some more. In case we get lucky. Yeah, like that. I'm just hoping for crits or something. Probably do this. Does she have power? I thought she did. She does uplift too, actually. Keep forgetting to realize. Nope. Waste. Do, 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 do. Chuck the sleep gems at him. I could probably throw in Power Charm. We used one of those once. There we go. Is this it? Is he dead? If he's a dick. Hey, you know, I killed lots of people, and I killed Hian and Zhang's son, and brought misery to China. Be cool? Sorry. Kick him in the shins. Alright, good. Once the evil Qin Shi Hong went down, China fell into another vicious cycle of warfare. Thanks, heroes. Dragon Sage became a saint but remained tormented by his vain hope to find peace. All in his recollections, he spent many quiet afternoons completing his book. How's it going, bean old chap? Book of Mr. J. Lord Sage, sir. Me, it's a miracle. Oh, nothing. Auto text now. Fine. Better pay me. Why oughta? Well, I'm here. Why are you so rude? Good morning. Screw you, old man. You passed the test, my boy. Is this gonna be our successor? Here. I have this book of Mr. G, written by me. Let's study up now. The name is gonna build up our old martial arts with hookers and blackjack. You get the reference. Thank you, kind sir. The boy received the book of Mr. J. China still is in a state of constant war. Study up, kid. Here, I have my magic touch. Tickles. Okay, it's the revac the kid. To be continued in Shiji Legend 2. But there's no sequel as far as I know. Maybe. If it's really JP only. Even more obscure. Look, it's hard to name. Now that you mention it, though, I can't. I wasn't even paying attention. Credits. Underneath China started moving back in the direction of the original conflict. Yay. As if blown away by a gale, two men began racing forward to exploit that situation. War never changes. These were Xiang Yu of Chu and Liu Bang of Han. Thanks, Grumpy. At the end of their fierce battles, Han won the day. Well, we stopped one tyrannical king. Our nephew was a dick. The culture leaped forward as a new emperor gave birth to the mighty Han dynasty. And I guess I reached personal enlightenment. Aided by Xifang, Liu Bang shattered Xing Yu Chu and pacified China under Han. Okay, it worked out in the long run. That person, Xifang, was also known as the Han strategist Zhang Liang, aka Kong Ming. Yes, that very boy who was born in that tiny village. Yeah, we just helped the ascendance of a lad still but a child. It's about the journey, not the destination. I guess part of it is we planted the seeds of the future generations to, not screw things up. Seeking nothing more than a lasting peace, he pacified the warring factions. So I kind of like that. At least it's a little with this historical approach with the sage, then reached enlightenment, then we passed on to another successor who got shit done. First seeking power, he resigned as prime minister and embarked on the journey alone. He never returned. Some people say he took a farmer's name in the village somewhere and grew crops. Some say he got isekai'd into modern Tokyo. Carrie really wants a sequel to Kong Ming the anime. Others claim he sailed to distant land beyond the seas. Many thought he settled in the mountains where Hong Qingdong's Yellow Rock stands. I butchered the Chinese names, don't mind me. People still debate over the ultimate truth. Whatever the case, the sage shed the secular life and disappeared forever. And music just abruptly caught. They didn't time the music right. And just in case, because I'm going to switch over Windows, we hit credits. Yay. I'm just going to move some things over. I'm afraid of just freezing if I'm just kind of browsing. Because I gotta go set up. Thanks to Form. That's number 136 done. And we could start the crystal beans in a bit. It was a decent game. Like, it has its moments, and I didn't dislike it. It just also has its really rough patches, so it's like... it's up and down. So I'm undecided between the final rating. Save this. Special thanks to you, the player. Thanks, graphic is a hard to position to break into, you. Guess they didn't have graphical wizards or their equipment was really, really limited. Apparently this game, at least according to Launchbox database, this is the only game credited under them. This developer. They're a good team than I thought. The Beyond works. That's the fan translation team. Yeah, it's decent Dynamics Works translation without, random political commentary or things of that sort. Anything else? Are we gonna get a splash screen for the end? Nothing. Isn't the music stopping? I think. I'll just wait till the music stops if anything happens. There. See? Dragon Sage retired to his hermitage and recollected the events of his life. Alright, a little blurb for the end. In reverse order, he devoted his time to recording more of his varied experiences. The young lad he met on the bridge admired the old fella and studied under his tutelage. Dragon's eminent wisdom nurtured and nourished the boy as a nested chick about to fledge. Then returned to village life and read voraciously in a small room every day. He became a bookworm. Following due preparations, finally entered the most challenging Dragon's Gate. Oh god, good luck to him. That dungeon sucked. That was probably the worst part of the game. Thereafter, two human dragons often consulted with each other on the matters of importance. Ultimately, the pair vanished from the annals of history. That's why you don't get heard of them in your history books, kids. Neither books nor documents chronicle their final years. Right. I'm just gonna open. I still got a sandwich. Dad gave me that earlier. Let me just mute so you don't hear back noise. Anyway, Jin failed to assassinate the first Squid Emperor, but still ended his life heroically. No, it's my sandwich. Despite being an assassin, Jing's name is recorded in the Shiji, China's history, by Sima Qian. That's from... Wei? In the old tradition, Jing's story is still handed down. That of an honorable patriot. And then Zhang and Hiang returned to their farming village and lived happily peasant lives. Neither took up the sword again. Be it by chance or a tragic fate, Ian lost both her father and first son. Nevertheless, protected by the toward love of Zhang, Ian lived in contentment. And what's up with our Beano boy? Several years later, Ian gave birth to another fine, strong boy, which I hope survived more than like 5 years old. As promised, the couple named their second son Lin. Yeah. Little Mr. J got killed. Bean became a sage, but didn't end his training with just that. The Emperor appointed him High Sage, and he also learned the immortality technique. Oh boy, what could go wrong? Along with other top hermits, Bean's name appears in China's ancient book of sages' tales. Yes, the strapping young Bean. Bean's figure, name, and age are different, but the identity is unmistakably his! Exclamation mark. And then this asshole. Through a curious twist of fate, Zing actually lived and remained in power as the Emperor. We didn't kill him. Emperor Qin Shi Huang, first in the Qin dynasty, is found in the world's history books. He was indeed a tyrant who burned books, buried scholars alive, and oppressed Confucianism. He also advanced what is now known as China in culture, economics, and academics. Why, he gets a happy ending. Succeeding dynasties continued some of Zheng's policies, such as centralized governments. Zheng also developed units of measurements, ideographic writing, and monetary systems. Today, China retains many of Qin's totalitarian practices and still represses individual freedom. Yay, communism. The end. No splash screen, that's hard. Oh, damn, I missed I missed it by a second. Could have ended cleanly at 2640. But no, we're stuck with 2640.01. No takebacks. So yeah, we're done. Yay. Alright, so let's go to review mode right here. Alright. I guess let's just close it and put on other music. Well, music from the game, but still other music than this. Alright, so I beat this on August 19, 2025 with a time of 26 hours, 40 minutes, and 1 second. That was a bit of a longer one than expected. It's like, there's still some pretty lengthy, meaty games still mixed in. I thought we just mostly done with the longer ones. Well, it's not super long, but it's still, you know, kind of long. Story I think was decent. Like, you started as just some nobody, you know, whose family got torn apart, killed in the wars, and, you know, system taken as a slave. And just eventually, you know, met this old man and became went through a quest through the warring states and eventually became a sage. Bet it under 20 next time. Yeah, this is supposed to be a short game next, so yeah, that at least this. But this one, and maybe these two are gonna probably be a little long. Gotta double check the times. But yeah, I thought it was just a decent story. Like, you know, like there's some character moments, a little bit of substance. So at least there is some effort there, and just trying to tell a bit of consistent story. Though not much really happened. Like you just kind of go around from place to place doing minor favors and all that stuff, and then eventually became a sage after going through a pain in the ass dungeon. And afterwards, that's when it really feels like the story just kind of really kicks in more, where it's like you became a sage, but then your nephew turned out to be a total jerk, who, you know, when he became the first emperor of Qin and of the Qin dynasty, and just caused a lot of trouble. So you're just kind of fixing his mess. You reunited the old friends, and then you just eventually kicked his butt, but you lost one of your friends along the way. So it just sort of blends into this a bit of a historical tale, which I guess isn't at the time is pretty novel. It's less common than before too, you know, compared to probably what we deal with a lot of today in console games and stuff. It was more of a PC thing, I presumed. And yeah, I thought it was alright, and you got like blurbs of what happened with the characters at the end, which is always a nice bonus. So it's like, it's ultimately nothing special, but I feel like it was some effort there, and I thought the ending was pretty good overall, so I think because the ending was pretty solid, and I just kind of appreciate the efforts there, I think it'll bump up to 4 for effort. Music I think was okay. Like, the town themes were pretty good, one of the dungeon themes was alright, and some of the scene music was okay, but it has, well, mostly so-so dungeon themes. The battle themes for the bosses and, you know, the dungeon themes was super weak, and it was just kind of like whatever. Another instance like this for a song like this is one of the weaker songs. So it's more of a hit or miss soundtrack to me, and I thought it was just kind of okay. Yeah, it's just kind of whatever, but with some decent songs here and there, but ultimately nothing too great. So it's a 3. And the same goes with graphics. Like, it has its minor moments, like character portraits are good when you look through the menus, and some of the splash art you see, or cutscene art, I guess you could say, during some of the story elements. Yeah, it's good, but otherwise it's just kind of whatever. Most of China looks very samey, which also makes sense, but also kind of boring. You know, very static sprites and animations and stuff like that with the monsters. You know, animation is just kind of lacking a lot of times. So it's just kind of like whatever, especially for 1995, so it could do a little better, but by all means, I didn't think it was just kind of very boring to look at or anything either. It was just kind of like, it's basic, it's serviceable, there's color, there's nothing I feel like it was just kind of downright ugly or lame or whatever. So it's a 3. And as always, the gameplay aspect of it, it's like, oof, it's a kind of a bumpy ride, like roller coaster here and there, because there's just some decent ideas and some real moments, and then mixed with some pain in the ass stuff, which I don't even know how I feel with the ultimate enjoyment with it in the end. I dropped the. I was fidgeting and just dropped the rubber in my headphones. I'll pick it up a little in a bit. So, yeah, it's like it's standard turn-based stuff, but it's also really rough around the edges. Like, the beginning of the game was just super rough, where it's like you can't save until an hour into the game, and I restarted a few times because, well, I tried to level and get to do stuff, but then I died and have to redo stuff again. So it's just like, yeah, that's kind of a mean start, and it just makes me kind of nervous, especially initially, where it's a separate thing. It doesn't affect the ratings too much, where it's like there's so little footage of the game. I'm mostly going in blind, so what I'm going to be doing sort of thing. So it's like, yeah. And then you got stuck with a Rubik's Cube puzzle right early on in the game, and I was like, oof. Luckily there were only 2 of them, but still, it's like, oof. Like, there are some puzzles in the game, but they're just kind of brain burners and teasers and stuff. Luckily, it didn't overdo it, so in a way, it's kind of good. In a way, it just kind of also helps with the change of pace, but it's also mean puzzles, so in a way, it's overall good. And the game is just rough around the edges, not well balanced, like the enemies can just destroy you. But also there's mechanics that could break you, like I just lucked out on finding out about this whole old man thing where this, interestingly enough, where this game lets, and I don't see this in other RPGs, where you escape even if you killed nobody and you just get half the EXP, no problem. No strings attached, and it seems to be tied by level, because later on I just have a hard time virtually not escaping, so that just kind of kills the purpose. But you got this random 99 old man that you could hire, and you could just escape every time. From then on, you just get half the XP, so it just made the game much more pleasant that way. So it just feels like it's a very up and down ride, where it's like, okay, this is not too bad, this is rough, this is not too bad, this is super rough, this is not too bad, super rough. Like, in most of the game, it's a little obtuse in some sense, but it's also not difficult. Like, I guess I just kind of felt relieved when it just feels like, okay, I got some fallbacks in case I feel really stuck, and I feel like I almost did a few times. I probably would have been screwed over by the riddle puzzle, maybe. But I don't know. Or we're just gonna have to figure it out. And I luckily I discovered some mechanics that the game didn't explain to you, like you have to go to the specials menu to be able to activate some stuff. That's how I was able to hire some people and all this stuff. So it's a kind of lucky breaks there. And also, the money system is just also bad in this, where it's like it's really, really limited in the sense of you don't get money from fights. You barely get money from drops, and most of the time your items just most of the time you just end up broke. So I just end up being hyper conservative, where I couldn't even afford an inn for a while. Sort of roughness. And the earlier treasures, you just basically get a bunch of crap, so you could barely sell and stuff. And I just feel like I just was hyper conservative and slowly lucked out, and also made parts of the game challenging, where I can't equip stuff well, which, by the way, the equipment system is also wonky, where it's like, I get the idea, like maybe there's like a minimum level cap or some minimum level to equip these, indicated by the triangles, but it just feels like it's very arbitrary, and a lot of stuff I just cannot be able to equip for a while as well. Maybe just to prevent the cheesing hard in the game, even though you can also cheese with the old man. And yeah, just there's moments in the game where it's like, okay, things are kind of smooth. It's a pretty straightforward, simple RPG. Other times you get things like the whole Dragon Gate where you're by yourself, which I admit later that I could have bought smoke bombs to prevent any encounters and stuff, but still, it's like, that's also mean just trying to deal with the enemies and fight them with just your solo, you're weak, they spam status ailments, and what you could do about that. And the whole, obtuse fetch the quest thing where you have to just go around, which at least you get the Cloud 4, which you get the Cloud 4 and just go around going to fetch quests to be able to advance part of the story and things like that. That sort. And the bosses can just be really hit or miss, like the whole Soul Eater boss you just dealt with it just immune to your physical attacks, and you have to deal with magic attacks, and it seems to counter based on the magic attacks and can one-shot the team, and it has an HP sponge is also just really rough. So just a lot of up and down moments. So I'm not even sure where to rate the gameplay aspect, because like I said, decent moments, and nice to kind of have the puzzle aspect of it, and some things to mix it up, and things different, along with some just pain in the ass moments too. But it also has the whole escape thing. You can easily cheese the grind, so it's like, maybe it's not the best idea, but gut instinct goes 3. Because, like I said, really rough patches, but also decent moments as well, with some grinding and preparation, so I'll go with that. And enjoyment, I think it's a 3 overall. Like, it's a low 3, not a high 3 or mid 3, but lower 3 that's closer to a 2 side of things than to the 4 side of things. Because it can be really rough, but other times it feels like, I could just kind of go along with it, okay. So it's just kind of up and down, bumpy ride, but I don't dislike it enough to feel like it's a 2, or just feel like I just really was rough with it. It was just kind of like, I managed. That sort of thing. So yeah, that's basically it. And for the closing comment, your old nephew. Your old nephew turned out to be a total douche. That's just basically what the final villain and the final boss was. Your nephew, who became the first emperor of the Qin dynasty and just became mad with power, and just was being a dick about it. So that's just the silly comment I could think of. You know, let's go figure out what's going to be 142. Look at that, there's not that many picks left. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'll just double check the counts later on or something. And if for chance have a duplicate or something, we'll just re-roll. So let's do the shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Pause the music for dramatic spinning. And let's go. What is going to be it? Yeah, wheels look so small now, it's surreal. The end goes ever closer, oh, it goes Mystic Arc. Oh, 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 no, 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 oh. Light Fantasy. I thought we were gonna get Sheeran. But no, that comes later. Light Fantasy just seems like this generic turn-based game. And Retro Zen and chat just kept warning about it like this is total shit game. Well, we'll be the judge of that, I guess. Otherwise, it just seems like standard turn-based fair thing. Oh, was that strategy? I thought it was something else. One moment. Let's take a look. No, there's just barely any images of it. Just all against this, and I guess it was just a little minor strategy grid thing. Very basic sprites, so yeah, we'll see when we get there. Just this information just sparse. This translation came out 2 years ago, so we'll see how that goes. And nope, never played this one. Oh, that's gonna be 142. So let me go turn this on. Let's go set up Crystal Beans. Let's play that for a little while. Um, Give me a moment with technical difficulties. Just a different way of saying it's just dangerous. Go along, take this, but yeah, we'll find out a couple of games from now. All right. And I want to go to the bathroom, but it just seems like a kid-friendly dungeon explorer game, like the Gauntlet type of games. I always forget what video input I put in things. Oh, not even showing reading. Oh, power's not plugged in. Right, I was trying to connect it to the console. Give me a moment. Enjoy awkward silence. All right. Come on. Maybe it's number 3. With that. Why are you being a butt? You have to restart the PC. Maybe it's that one. There, let's just put it back to the Shiji Hero Legend music for a moment. Instead of doing awkward sounds, we'll just do some minor technical fixes. I don't know why it's not showing the video. Right, that's 4. Okay, there we go. There we go. Before I fix things up, I'll be taking a break. I'm gonna use the bathroom. We'll cut this part of the VOD later.